Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation. We're the United States of the world, and we have been putting in some really solid foundations for the last 3 years because we're an emerging nation, and we're now improving our economy to increase the liquidity and value of our currency for the benefit of all our citizens. Who can be a citizen? Anybody of legal age. Doesn't matter where you come from, what height you are, what weight you are, how old you are, how young you are, as long as you're over 18. And it doesn't matter about anything, colour, class, creed, gender, doesn't matter. We only see people as human beings here. We're a non-separatist organisation. That means we don't separate people on superficial differences. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together. And we recognise that every human being is unique and therefore has something unique to offer and is of equal value to every other member of our community on that basis. With that said, we should be streaming live in YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over there in a moment, hoping that things are going okay. And it looks like they are, because I can see we've got people commenting in Facebook. I don't see the names here. We got Lewis in from Portugal saying hi to everybody. He's on YouTube. Right, now then, let me get over to Facebook. And I'll be looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so we don't get feedback. And I'm looking for the 22nd of November. So far, so good. Comments up. And we have Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. Top of the comments in Facebook. Which is odd because, let me refresh. Yeah, there was something in the there's somebody complaining with bad language in the app. I've got it. He's on YouTube. I'm not going to put it up publicly because it's got really bad language in it and things. And it's just unfortunate that we have people that don't understand what we are. I can sympathise with them, but I can't do anything about it. But in time, they will learn the truth. And the truth is that we are an honourable organisation here to help people. Okay, we're going to get started in a moment with a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. That cannot be bought. You can buy short-term pleasure. You can remove a lot of stress from having debt. But the more possessions you have, the more stress you get because you've got to look after them and you're always worried about protecting them. I don't have that problem anymore. Okay. And but true happiness you can only find through loving service. The great thing about that is once you make that your role in life, then everything that you want and need in life starts being attracted to you. So it's a wonderful way to live your life. I see we've got Norman in from Doncaster in the, I suppose it's East Midlands of the United Kingdom, specifically England. Okay, right. So we're going to get started right now. We'll have that short prayer and then we'll have a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology. And then we'll get into the updates. Okay, so here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation. Norman said Doncaster is north of England. Okay, not Midlands. Right. I'll take that. Although the Geordies probably wouldn't. Um, they used to say Manchester was Midlands. Right. Um, yeah, the affirmation. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, so um, let's start with um, dates. It is Thanksgiving week in the United States. We're not going to see much from anything that goes on there this week because everybody's in holiday mode. And even though officially, I think there's only one day holiday, which is on the Thursday. Everybody gets Thursday and Friday at least. Most people take a week, and it's a little bit like it used to be in England. You only got Christmas Day and Boxing Day. New Year's Day wasn't a holiday when I was a kid. Um, but people so hungover on New Year's Day that they never turned into work anyway, so they made it a holiday eventually. They, but the space between Christmas and New Year was supposed to be all went into work, and we did actually. I mean, when I was my first job was a 5.5 day week, 48-hour week in an office. Not, and we worked uh, the week in between New Year and Boxing Day, and we worked New Year's Day as well. However, times have changed, and pretty much everybody in the United States is on holiday now, and pretty much everybody from the United States, wherever they are in the world, is on holiday now as well, no matter where they live. So, um, it's a happy occasion, but it's one where not a lot of work gets done, so we're not expecting a lot from ROI Tips, even though I do keep pushing them. So that's where we are with that turnkey cash cow situation. I see we've got Bazina in from Scotland, Edinburgh, capital of Scotland. And we got Kingsley in as well from Manchester, UK. Manchester, England. North of England, if you're in Manchester. Midlands, if you're from Newcastle. Okay. Um, and there's not much else I can tell you about that. However, on the development side, we are very pleased with the people that, or the person or whatever that sorted out our linking of the exchange page. This is our own internal exchange to the blockchain. It is working, but we've not had time to upload it today. And there are a couple of things that I have been asked to complete uh, the, to make it smoother. Um, so It will be loaded tomorrow, probably, I would think round about midday, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. London time tomorrow. That will be another piece of the jigsaw in place. We are, as Devyani requested, limiting withdrawals for the interim period while she tests everything and checks everything, because once we automate things going to the blockchain, we've got to make sure they're right. Otherwise, it would be very easy for somebody to um, find a loophole and pull out thousands of dollars that they didn't have. It's happened in other instances, um, and we've got to make sure it doesn't happen with us, because we don't have the cash flow to compensate for that. So we've got to make sure it's right. So there are restrictions on the withdrawals at the moment while we just go through everything, double checking every entry, every process to make sure that everything is working as it should, and people can't upload dummy tokens. People can't then withdraw real tokens, and there are a lot of things that we have to take into account, because, as you're all aware, and I'm sure you are all aware, that any transaction on the blockchain you can't reverse. Once it's done, it's done. Um, and so we have to be extra careful, but it will be there tomorrow. It will be working, but there will be restrictions on it while we do careful monitoring, auditing of the system to make sure that it is fraud proof, I suppose, is what we're looking at. It can't be manipulated. But it's been a trek to get that done. Very disappointed with the first person that was recommended to us very highly, and just left without completing the job. Second person that we approached that seemed to be quite good, and but just wanted thousands of dollars to do what we've had done for a lot less. Um, so eventually we are there tomorrow. It will be there and working, subject to those restrictions. Once we get the green light on everything from Devyani, and she's totally 100% satisfied that it is foolproof, then the restrictions will be lifted and it'll be all systems go. Um, so that's really good news. That is a major piece in the um, in our structure, in where we're going. At the moment, the only exchange we're doing is USDT and Sharehope tokens. But in the future, we could well expand that to other um, coins, currency, and it's all there. It can be expanded. What we are on and working on now is the pre-launch page for your dashboard for the 777 plan, and taking on from there the full compensation plan. And it will gradually merge from the pre-launch into the full plan, and it'll all be there for you with all the information that you need. Meanwhile, I'm working on trying to get some very fast. Um, in fact, we've been testing our site today, and we can't find the problem. But there is a problem. Occasionally, you pull up a page and it doesn't display, and it just comes up as a blank page. Now, if you hit the refresh button, it usually comes up pretty quickly. But if you've got a page on a traffic exchange and it comes up blank, they're not gonna have the ability, even if they would have done it, click the refresh button on your site to get it to display. We've not been able to duplicate that error, but it's happened to me, it's happened to Devyani, it's happened to other members that have mentioned things about it. We don't know what's causing it. However, I am going to set up some things on another domain that will be purely and simply splash pages. There won't be any conflict of interest in bandwidth or server time or anything like that. So these pages should be loading once we get them within 3 seconds. Hopefully we can get it down even faster, but certainly no longer than 3 seconds. And I'm working on something that I think will be very advantageous to us. It's not something that I've seen done before, but we will be um, using the splash page to get you not sign-ups in an email autoresponder, but registrations in WeShare Abundance. And they're going to do that to access the answer to some questions that are being posed in the first splash page. And I think it'll work very well, because whenever you get a program that is growing well, and it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's one of the hot ones at the moment, or one of the ones that's been hot in the past, or some future program that's going to be hot, what happens is you go out and you say, "This is a great program I've got in it, and you've got to check it out, and here's my affiliate link." And some people, usually the people that are say, "Yeah, okay, I'll have a look at it. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything," but they'll sign up anyway, and they may even pay a $5 fee to get something or whatever, and then they forget about it. So you'll get those. But the people that you want are the people that say, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll take a look at this, and if it fits in with my portfolio, yeah, I'll get involved." And they go off and they search the internet and they look for other videos to see whoever's, who else is promoting it and what else is going on. And they come across somebody that perhaps got a well-known name in the industry, or somebody that's offering a lot of bonuses, or that has something that says, "Join our system, really well. We've grown really quickly because of it," and all this sort of stuff that you don't have access to. You've done all the hard work. You've got the people to look at this, but they go and they say, "Oh, well, I know he gave me his link, but I want to join under this guy because he's a leader, or I want to join this group because they've got a great system." And you lose those people. Those people are the people that are going to work it. And so that's one of the reasons that a lot of people fail in multi-level marketing, because the people that they're trying to introduce, and the quality people, have a look round and they shop for the best deal, which is understandable, but it doesn't help you build your business. You're stuck there with all the people that really are not going to do anything, and all the good ones are going off into somebody else's downline. So that's one of the reasons. I mean, there are lots of reasons, but I'm going to address them all through our system to try and prevent that sort of thing happening. And one of the ways we'll do that is instead of getting them to opt into a mailing list, we will get them to opt in to We Share Abundance to get the the they call them lead magnets. It doesn't matter what it is, it's a lead magnet. It's something that says, okay, I'm prepared to put my email in to get the ebook or the discount or the um, video or the information, the cheat sheet, whatever it may be. They're going to have to register with We Share Abundance. We're not going to ask them for their email. I'm going to say, but you have to just log in there, and you'll get a message telling you exactly where you can find what it is you want. So that hopefully, because we're not going to reveal the name of the program or anything, we're just going to get people opting in. Once they're in with your affiliate link, they can't go chasing another sponsor. They can't go looking for somebody else. So that's one of the things that we'll be doing. And I'm quite excited about that because it is literally one of the major reasons that people fail to build a list, fail to build a network rather. Um, they may well build the list, and that person might be on the list, but they don't join them in any of the programs. They're looking for the best deal. Um, and it may be that they're wrong, but you do a lot of work and you get the right people. It's a big factor. So we're going to do it another way, and we are also going to help you stand out from the crowd with the way that we're going to do things. So um, I'm excited about it. I'm putting it together now, along with lots of other things I'm putting together. And we'll get it to you as quickly as we possibly can. Okay. Um, is there anything else? Uh, there's no real changes or updates from what we put in. Oh, um, raffle tickets. I see we're about 100, I think. Let me have a look. We sold about 100. Keep pushing them if you can. If you get an opportunity to push the raffle, push it. Let's see how many we can get. I think I think we're actually into a profit or break even at about 200 sales. Um, have I still got it here? Am I still logged in? Yeah, I'm still logged in. Just give me a second and I'll just have a look and see how many we've sold. We sold 104. 96 more, I think, is break even. If we can get more than that, then great. But let's push for that because we were well short of our break even last week, even though we had more money. But I think possibly people are a bit more attracted to the fact that they buy a ticket and they have a 1 in 3 chance of doubling their money. And of course, they always have a chance of getting the bigger prizes. Well, prize in our case, because there's only one bigger prize at this moment in time. But I'd like to get the raffle going. I'd like to get it to be a regular thing because once we get into next year, and we're buying roughly a car every week from the Beyond Infinity thing. And some of them we perhaps will be able to auction in our mall, some we'll be able to do straight sale for in our mall. But I think we could also raffle some of the vehicles. And once again, it's something that people have to join We Share Abundance to get in the raffle, because that's how we draw the winning tickets. Um, and it's how they buy their tickets. And once you've got somebody in, they are their in your network within, and may decide to get involved in some of our other programs, and they may also decide to perhaps get involved in some of the programs that you've put um, into the online builder. So that's another option. It can help us build our um, member base, as well as possibly generating more money than we would either auctioning or selling the vehicle. Because, if you can win a $20,000, $25,000 car, brand new, for $1, $5, $10, however many tickets you want to put in, um, it's it's a thing that a lot of people would have a go at. Yeah, I could do with a car. I'll chuck in $5 or $10 for that. So it could be that we could generate more for the car than by auction or sale, because if we auction or sell a $25,000 car, um, the hassle of getting the loan and paying it to us rather than through a dealership, it means that you're probably only going to get 15, 16, 17,000 maybe, for a $25,000 car. But if we raffle it, potentially we could get 50,000. So I would like to get the raffle and get it moving along and get more interest in it. So if um, if you have any people in your network, get onto them and see if you can get them buying tickets. Okay. Um, Let me get back to Facebook here. I don't see any more comments there. Let me refresh the page. Sometimes Facebook sticks, but no, it looks like that's it. Let me have a look in the app. Um, and no, nothing more in there. We've got numbers for you, similar to yesterday. We have a net increase of 9 in our registered members to 40,548. We have an increase of 33 in our active members to 4,085. We have 2 new email verified members in Multiply Weezer to 15,916. No change in the number of members that have bought advertising, and no change in the dollar amount anyway of our bonus pool. But we did get some cash from the revenue share just looking in. I don't have anything else to deal with, I don't think. I'm really, really happy that we've got that crypto thing. We have tested it. It is working. The payments in and payments out, things are all working as it should. It's taken an awful long time to get it right, but we always get there. We don't give up. We keep plowing the same course. We know where our destination is. Sometimes we get on a little bit off course, but we come back on. Sometimes we have headwinds that seem to think that we're almost going backwards, but we're always pushing forward, and we always will. and we will never stop improving things. Um, we are here for generations. We're not a short-term thing. We are here for the long haul, and everybody will benefit. They've just got to understand that we are here for the long haul. We're not one of these fly-by-night business opportunities here today, gone tomorrow. If we get things wrong, we will take time, we'll put them right, and we'll make sure that we get it right ultimately. And I'm excited by a lot of the things we've got going. I'm excited by the 777 plan, and I know that at the moment it's hard for a lot of people to understand the power of that plan. Uh, but if you talk to anybody that's a mathematician and get them looking at it, and they're going to go, "Wow, wow." Okay. Anyway, I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, we share abundance publicly. Between now and then, I'll be working for you, and you get out there and work for yourself and your peers. Go the extra mile. Be WISA warriors. Share some soap coupons with people. Get them into the pre-launch for the 777 plan. Um, all sorts of things that you can be doing, and try every day before you get involved in other things to do some income producing activity. Maybe it's to do a post in your social media channels, or maybe it's to send an email out, maybe it's to book an advertising uh, thing, maybe it's to put something up on a traffic exchange, whatever it is that you can do that is income producing activity. It doesn't mean you're going to make money from that activity that day, but if you consistently doing some income producing activity every day, you will start seeing income being generated, and it will grow. Okay. God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you for being share abundance. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. I'll have to get my teeth fixed. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on. In a wild crocodile. See